Well, good afternoon, everybody from Hogg Family Farms. We are out here today. I have not posted in a very long time. We have just been swamped at my regular job, swamped with some family stuff going on, personal stuff, and that just seems to take all of your time. My kids have been showing sheep in the county fair and state fair. They did very well this year. Maybe I'll have to make another video at some point to talk a little bit more about that, but today it's just going to be a short one, kind of re-up, let everybody know I'm still around, still doing my thing. This is Annie. I don't know if you remember her, the calf from last spring. She is looking gorgeous. She will be bred here a little bit later this fall. And here is K1. Now K1 is pregnant. She's weaned Annie now, and I'm hoping for calves here very soon. Pretty excited about that. So we're just out here today. We just made a move on these cows at the home place here, and it is looking lush, and these cows are just loving life. Flies have been kind of bad. I've been trying to really figure that out. From what I've read, that if you can get your mineral right, you can keep flies, horn flies, off of your cattle. That has not been the case for me, but they've got good long tails, and it seems like they've actually been putting on weight and doing all right. So I've been watching them. They seem to be doing fine, and I haven't had to intervene in any way. They were in this back piece. Archery season actually opened today, and so I wanted to move them out of here and let this grow up a little bit. They were back here a little longer than I wanted them to be. And this is kind of an example of a pasture that is overgrazed. I did not do any favors for the grass that was here, but I will tell you, part of what I'm doing here is getting this to the point where I can take out the brush. And so I needed the cattle to really put some pressure on this so I can cut trees. Because if you go and cut that little cedar tree with a chainsaw in the fall, and there's tall grass all around it, you will get probably 3, maybe 4 of them done. And then you will no longer be able to cut anymore until you take your saw apart using a scrunch. Yes, I did say a scrunch. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up, but it's a combination of a screw and a wrench. It is used in the chainsaw world as the kind of a one wonder tool that does everything for your chainsaw, from tightening your chain, taking your bar off, kind of does it all. But you can see I've got a bunch of little cedars growing up in here. Those I can just nip right off now with the chainsaw, no big deal. I'll leave probably some of the bigger ones. I'll just probably move some of the branches up because I do like shade from time to time. And then you can see some of the ash trees that are back here. I'll be able to cut those right out of there. I can cut the prickly ash that's out of there. And this is really going to help me out this fall when I go through and do some pasture improvements. So sometimes there's a method to the madness. I know this doesn't look pretty if you're looking at trying to encourage grass, encourage soil microbial activity. Having short grass that's getting baked on by the sun is not going to help that. You do want to have some leftover. This I've kind of been managing more correctly this spring, and you can just see, like, it just looks different, right? Like this looks nice. Typically you want to wait until you get 4 sprigs or blades on your grass. This is close in a lot of cases. Probably could have stood a little bit longer, but we're not getting much growth now that we're into middle of September here in Minnesota. So that is probably not what we're going to be getting for much blades of grass coming out. But I'll have them in here for a little bit, and then we will probably make a move to the lease farm. And then hopefully, if my calculations are correct, by the time they're done with this piece, K1 should have calved. And then I can move the cow calf and my heifer, her previous year's calf, over. And then everybody will be bred, hopefully within, a month and a half. and I'll have calves 9 months from now, next year. So it's kind of amazing. I got to tell you, you look at these animals, and here she has raised that calf. Look at how big that calf is. I mean, sometimes I look from a distance and I can't tell which one is the cow and which one's the calf. I mean, she's a honker. She's put on a lot of weight, and she looks really, really good, really healthy animal. And so it's just kind of amazing to me that, you know, she's raising a calf inside of her. She's been nursing her, and she's weaned her now. She dried up, and then now she's starting to get a bag again, because I think she's going to be calving here soon, like I said. And she takes care of herself. It's amazing. Like, that is just awesome. And that is what I'm looking for from my animals, being able to do that just on grass, because I can't afford to just feed grain to these things. You know, if I was into it big and I had equipment and whatever else, yeah, maybe. But to be honest, I kind of love this. This is kind of great. So that's it for now. I'm gonna shut up and kind of let everybody go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you'll maybe learn something and learn a little bit more from what we're doing here at Hogg Family Farms. And yes, I was told the other day, sounds like we raise pigs. We don't. Maybe someday, but we don't. Hogg Haven, that's our last name, H-O-G-G. And this is our haven. I guess that's the way we look at it. So Hogg Family Farms, that's the name of the game here. And we pretty much focus on just trying to raise animals as healthy and sustainably as we can. And for us, we look at it as economically it makes sense, and for the world it makes sense, and we're just producing food. I just love it. I grew up farming, and I can't get out of my blood, and it's what I want to do. I think that's all for now, folks. Enjoy.